Hello and welcome to PowerDrift and welcome to yet another PowerDrift Quickies. And today, as you can see behind me, we have the very first Mercedes-Benz electric G-Class. It's launched at rupees 3 crores. And as you can see, it's not really different when it comes to visuals to the ICE iterations. As we know, you've got the diesel and the petrol, the V8, the G63 and the G450. But this car, this is an electric. I'm going to quickly throw some numbers and get them out of the way. So you get 4 independent electric motors. Each of them in total, they work independently on each wheel. They give you a total of 587 horsepower and 1164 Newton meters of torque. If you put it in perspective to the G63, this makes a little more power and a lot of more torque. Coming down to 0 to 100 times, this thing does that with all of that weight. Mind you, this is 3 tons. This is about 530 kgs heavier than the G63 and it does 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds. That's just about 3/10 slower than the petrol-powered fire-burning V8 that we all love. Moving on to all of what in terms of design, let's go closer and check it out. Well, to start off with how it looks, personally, it looks awesome. If you are a G-Class fan as well, comment down below. The iconic boxy design has been retained in its electric avatar as well. The grille is open, unlike you see on EVs, on the other conventional EVs where it's shut. This one is open. It looks awesome. There's barely any differentiation, honestly, with its ICE cousin, which is actually nice. The huge three-pointed star remains. The bumper looks awesome. All the vents are functional. Moving on for aerodynamic efficiency, Merck says that the bonnet has slightly been raised over all of its counterparts or siblings for better aerodynamic efficiency. The indicators stay. Again, a beautiful thing that I love. I think all of us love rounded headlamps. Now we'll move on to the rear to tell you all of what's changed, because that's where the big change lies. The retention of the boxy design and to keep it as close as possible to its ICE siblings has been kept. Even on the back, you get the spare wheel with the cover. It looks awesome. The lamps as well. The attention to detail that Mercedes-Benz has given with this car, honestly, is something that I love. Moving on to actually the paint, what you see in front of you is the edition 1 that will be sold in India. Very, very limited numbers. But this is what you get. So you get this blue strip on the side. You get this matte blue paint scheme. Looks awesome. You have EQ badging on the sides and there's a lot of trim on the inside that's carbon. But before we get into the inside, you have 20-inch wheels, which are optional, but they look amazing. And now that we've shown you all about the exterior of the car, let's move on the inside. Okay, so we had to change cars because there are so many people to show you what the interior of the new G580 looks like. You've heard that sound. It's got that proper G-Wagon clunk to the door. Whenever you close it, that proper lock you hear. It's got that manly thing. Love it. On the inside, you see, since this is the edition 1, as the badge says over here, there's a lot of carbon fiber. So this is blue weaved carbon fiber all around. The displays are exactly the same as the G-Class, but now as this is an electric, you get the EQ displays. All of them look wonderful. The proper G-Class seats that you've already seen, you've seen it on the G63 at this point. Everything remains the same. All the luxury that you expect from the G-Class, it is here. Interestingly, since this is an electric and this has 4 independent motors, there's something that's known as a G-turn, which basically means is that this car can turn on its place in a 360. I'll put an overlay here for you to understand it, but it's a super, super cool feature, honestly. You'll see it. And as we go to Bharat Mobility Expo, you'll see it as well over there. We'll do like an actual demonstration over there. But for now, you'll see a proper overlay of what it looks like. You also have something known as G-Roar, where the car has piped sounds for you to sort of make you feel like you're still in a petrol-powered or a diesel-powered G-Wagon. But apart from that, moving on to the inside, the back seats as well. Great, great place to be in, honestly. I love it and I'm pretty sure you're going to love it as well. And now let's move on to actually show you the little elements that make this G580 or this electric G different from the V8 or the diesel powered G-Wagon. Let's go. Okay, I apologize for the change in car because there are one too many people at the blue car that we started the video with. But now we're at the white car. As you see, it's a matte white. Looks awesome again. Yes, this is again the edition 1. So all of what I showed you on the inside is standard on this car as well. But now I'm going to show you all the functional elements that make this EQG different from the G63 or the G450 as we know it. To start off with, you have these functional vents over here, which are there for aerodynamic efficiency. Then you have this sort of a lip spoiler as well. It's a tiny one. And you move on, you also have the elevated bonnet that also adds to the aerodynamic efficiency of the car to give you all of the range that this car gives you. That's something around 400 odd kilometers. Yes, this car does not get the illuminated grille that we've seen in press images, but since this is the India spec car, this is what we get. Prices for this car start at about 3 crore rupees, and then, as you know, the sky is the limit when it comes to options. But that was it from this banger car. But that's not it, because like this banger car, we also have a banger video that's just right now, that's just gone live on PowerDrift, where we have not one, but two, not two, but three, not three, but four German cars flying India's, what we like to call it, or actually what I think we'd odd like to call it, the Super Expressway, or India's iteration of a German Autobahn, the Samruddhi Mahamarg. So go ahead, subscribe to PowerDrift so you don't miss that. It's live, go check it out, and do comment and do let me know what you feel about the EQG as well, or the G580 as you like to call it. And until next time, yours Glenn Turn signing off.